That movie dork here taking you on a bike ride through a forest of trivia involving E.T., the extraterrestrial. Stay for the dorky dump and beyond. Ready?
Ready.
Release date, June 11th, 1982. Budget, 10.5 million frog skins. Tech specs, Panavision Panaflex Gold cameras with Panavision Super Speed Mark II lenses. Captured on Eastman Kodak 100T 5247 35mm film.
Hell yeah.
This movie was originally pitched to Columbia Pictures, but they said it wouldn't be commercially viable enough for them, so they passed on it. Henry Thomas, who played Elliot, thought about the day his dog died while he auditioned for the role, and Spielberg bawled like a baby, throwing the role to him right on the spot. Most of the movie is shot at a child's eye level, so we as an audience can see it through the eyes of E.T. and Elliot. E.T.'s face was an amalgamation of poet Carl Sandburg, physicist Albert Einstein, the face of a pug, and possibly your mom, but that is unconfirmed info. Speaking of moms, the visual gag of E.T. hanging out amongst the stuffed toys while mom was looking around was an idea from Spielberg's homie, good old Bobby Zemeckis. Over 10% of the budget went towards making E.T. as lifelike as possible through the use of animatronics. Money well spent. E.T.'s voice was mostly recorded by Pat Welsh, an elderly woman who smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day, which was a vocal quality that sound goat Ben Burt loved. But they weren't the only people to make up the voice, like Deborah Winger, who also played one of the ghouls in the Halloween sequence. Spielberg was directing this while producing Poltergeist, directed by Tobe Hooper, both complementing each other in the sense of E.T. being suburban dreams and Poltergeist being suburban nightmares.
Hell yeah.
Actor Drew Barrymore's first role is Gertie, which she landed for her precocious nature and ad-lib ability, including...
I don't like his feet.
And...
Give me a break.
Fun fact, Sarah Michelle Gellar auditioned for it. So did Juliette Lewis. The sound of E.T. walking is a combination of wet t-shirt crammed with jello, according to Foley artist John Roche. There is a timeline where Elliot spread out M&Ms instead of Reese's Pieces to lure E.T., but the key marketing head at Mars Company said no, which ended up becoming one of the worst marketing decisions in history, which still gets brought up in business schools 40 years later. E.T. bumping into Yoda during the Halloween sequence was an inside joke between Spielberg and his other director buddy George Lucas, who responded in kind in Star Wars Episode I, The Phantom Menace, with E.T.'s likeness occupying one of the many seats in the Galactic Senate. During the medical scenes involving E.T., Spielberg employed actual doctors and nurses from USC Medical Center and told them to treat E.T. as if they were a real patient. E.T.'s communicator in the woods? It actually functioned, thanks to Henry Feinberg, science and tech expert hired for the gig. Here are some photos from 2018 that your movie dorkness took of Elliot's house, as well as the playground in which Greg meets reality. The house is located in Tahunga, California, while the playground is in Porter Ranch, where a great deal of the bike chase sequence was filmed. After the backlash he received from the 2002 DVD release, Spielberg has since expressed his regret about digitally replacing the shotguns for walkie-talkies in the final bike chase scene.
Hell yeah.
This movie held the highest-grossing film of all time record for 11 years, until old Spielberg outdid himself with Jurassic Park. #1 film at the box office for 80 consecutive days, a record that was surpassed by Titanic in 1997, over 15 years later. Selected for preservation in 1994 into the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, along with the beauties Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Midnight Cowboy, and Taxi Driver. Final bag. $798 million right into the peanut. The box office success of this movie forever changed the way of thinking about films made after this, and I hope, as a movie dork, that we return to movies that move me like this one has for my entire life. Also, bring back animatronics. Just saying. Thanks for watching an incredibly dorky video about one of my favorite movies of all time, E.T. Another one made with love, fueled by curiosity and Reese's Pieces. Sound off in the comments about other factoids or favorite moments from this iconic flick. Check out my other related reels like Jurassic Park and Titanic, and shout out other movies for videos in the future. I'm out of here. Movie dork is wheels up.